This child has been growing her hair for about 5 years and it's 3 inches long. Well, guess what? This grown woman has had hidradenitis suppurativa her entire life. It manifested around 10 years old, and that's why I used to keep my hair in a short pixie cut all the time, because it's easier. I cut my hair a lot, at least once a month, if I'm having an outbreak in my scalp, especially in the summer months. And in this video and in this next series, we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. And if you're new to my channel, you might want to check the playlist left in the description box below on hidradenitis suppurativa so you can understand it. All right, the very first video that you guys just saw was over a month ago, well over a month ago. So subscribe so you're always in the loop. All right, now up until this point, we're still further along in the month, all right, but my scalp is doing a lot better. The inflammation is gone, and now the regrowth phase has started. Hidradenitis suppurativa is an overproduction of estrogen. I have an overactive sweat gland, a very, very high sebum level. So y'all, check the link in the description box below if you want to learn more about hidradenitis suppurativa. Doctors can't even figure it out, so we are not going to get through it in one video, but it's something that I've been dealing with my entire life. So I know very, 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 very great techniques on how to cure the body from inflammation and how to reshock the hair follicles after they are damaged in any way, shape, or form. Ooh, I can't talk. And mind you, I'm well versed in doing this because my follicles get damaged quite often depending on what I eat. That's why I'm always so adamant about what you put in your hair, what you put in the body, what you put on the scalp, and things of that nature, because all of these things matter. All right, initially I started off again as a cosmetologist with really surface level information, and it wasn't until I went back to school multiple times to further my education in different things as it pertains to the body, where I understood how to repair myself and how to heal my body from certain things. Right, on this video, we are not doing a length check or anything like that. I just got out of the shower. My hair got wet in the shower. So you're looking at hair that is swollen to different lengths. There is no length check. You are not going to be able to tell the volume, dimension. You won't be able to see whether or not my ends are straight or not. You can't see any of that because my hair is swollen. It's wet in some place. Well, not wet in some places. It's dry everywhere. But after I blow dry my hair a second time after it was wet in the shower, my hair is all different lengths. All right, so you're not going to be able to tell how long my hair is or the health of my hair or anything from just looking at it right now. And that's not just me, that's you too. So when you're at home, you don't just look at your hair right after you take your braids out and say, oh my God, my hair is damaged, I have to cut it. No, you have to see your hair when it is completely stretched for you to see it in its complete and total health. So I have a video on that coming really soon, along with a video showing you guys how to trim your own hair at home. That's coming really soon. But I do want you guys to remember that video is going to be in the midst of an outbreak that I was having in my scalp. So the way it works, basically the same way that you get a pimple on your face, I get pimples in my scalp when I eat certain things, and it doesn't just come in my scalp. It comes in my scalp, my underarms, my growing area. Depending on how much I'm outside in the summer, it'll come under my boobs, anywhere sweat glands are, in between my legs, hoo-ha, anywhere there's sweat glands, right? The heavier I am, so at my heaviest, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was well over 200 pounds, was the worst that it ever was, because I sweat more. There were more sweat pockets. So it was way more space for things to happen, right? So the more weight I lost and the more I got my weight under control, the more I could see how I had I actually do have control over my HS and its symptoms, right? So I went a very, very long time without any outbreaks whatsoever. And once I had a little relapse, it was because your girl started eating wrong. I started eating stuff that I didn't have no business. I was really, really stressed out, putting myself into intelligent effluvium, just being real, like life be lifing, okay? And just because I put content out on social media does not mean that I'm immune to the things that happen, right? So I had two bald spots in my head, and bald spots in my head don't stress me out. I have been getting bald spots in my head my entire life, and I know how to grow them back fast. I also know how to keep myself from getting them. So I've been rolling the dice, playing too much, being a fat girl, eating stuff that I don't have no business. And I knew when I ate it that there was a chance that my hair could break off. That's why I always made sure that I kept a short pixie cut, because when I was doing hair, I was not cooking. I was going to go pick up some fast food. So I was going to have outbreaks in my scalp, and I didn't care. Like, it was what it was. Plus, at that time, I hadn't been to school to further my education on the human body. So at that point, I hadn't made the connection between what I ate and the outbreaks that I had in my scalp, but now I have. So that's why this braid isn't really tight, because the other outbreaks that I've had in my scalp, if you are OG to my channel, you know I had a bald spot on the other side of my head that is now full, because you can't see it now. Go check the playlist that I'm gonna make. If it's not in the description box now, make sure you join my free group, because it's over there. All right. But yeah, just braiding all the way down, y'all. And I make sure that I go ahead, take a crochet hook. And the only reason I'm using a crochet hook is because that's the easiest way to get the braid up in there, so it's not just hanging and dangling around. And then I wear U-parts. Now, I don't walk around with U-parts on all the time. This is right before a wash day, so I am going to wash my hair and then do something else. But I needed to get a couple of different videos recorded. So and being a mother and doing 50 million other things too, y'all, I don't just sit and record the videos that y'all see. I'm not recording those the days that y'all see them. So a lot of times when y'all see my hair, like with my U-parts on and stuff, it's not like, oh, I'm trying to fool anybody. No, like I had a day where I was able to sit down and film like 4 or 5 videos in one day, and then boom, that's what it is. But I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm very transparent. If you're new on my channel, then you may not know that I deal with hidradenitis suppurativa, and you may not know what it is, but I am not hiding it. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes or anything like that. All right, make sure that you take a look through my channel so you can see what it is. That spot, the scab that you saw at the beginning was the ending part, but there was a big huge boil right there where you now see a bald spot. Before, it was shiny skin bald, but now the hairs are coming in, and it was 2 clusters. It was one where you see the 2 spots, one right there, and then one in the back. There were 2 clusters. Both of those clusters are now filling in, and since the day that this video has been filmed, it is more full than it is at this point. But I just wanted to come on here and, you know, walk y'all through this. I didn't even have my lights up or anything. This was really like spur of the moment, because I have a couple of coaching calls and things to do this morning. But I just want you guys to know that when I'm making videos, I'm literally sharing things that I've been through, pulled myself out of. I'm sharing things that I've been tested, certified, and like got licenses and certifications and degrees for, and I'm sharing the information with you. I'm also giving you blog posts so you can go and check the information for yourself. I've taught you guys how to check me with my information on medical journals, not through Google. Google is a bunch of random people who don't know what they're talking about making posts. So I hope that this explained a couple of things, but I'm not done talking. Let's talk to finish singing. All right, so a question that the reason that that whole little sequence was just put together for this vlog, and I'm about to do a whole rant, but the reason that that portion was put together in here for this vlog is because people ask that question a lot, like, oh, you know, how do you wear your hair, or what are you doing with your hair? Y'all, I shaved my head a couple of years ago, and with dealing with HS, whenever I get outbreaks in my scalp, it gives me a bald spot, and sometimes it's like clusters of them, so it'll make my hair look uneven in most spots. So that's why I cut my hair the way that I cut my hair, the way I explained it in this video, link in the description box, right? So I cut my hair all the time, and then me and my family just moved. I am finally stress free for probably like the first time in I don't even know how many years. So my hair is growing back. I have a whole compilation coming. I have a whole oh, sorry y'all, who is this? Okay, I have a whole compilation video, oh shit, coming up really soon, just to show y'all, just so y'all can see exactly what my hair growth has looked like, from it balding till it coming back, till it growing back, so y'all can see what it is. Because I think y'all are so used to seeing women with all of this big thick hair, and everybody's hair doesn't look like that naturally. Everybody does not have naturally thick hair just because they black, and everybody does not have super duper long hair right now. But there's a process, right? There are things, like if things happen within the human body, then certain sometimes you end up losing hair. And I share everything the way that I share it because I want y'all to see that y'all not alone, and that I share stuff the way that I share it because I want you to see that you're not alone, and you don't have to freak out and cut all your hair off every time you get a thin spot or a bald spot. Now if your ends break, that's something different. I'll get like certain comments like this, but you know, you can't please everyone, and I'm not about to make myself a test dummy on social media and be going back and forth and posting all of these videos. Like, I'm just not doing that. So it means so much to me when I get comments like this, because the proof is in the pudding at the end of the day. Like, everything that I give y'all here on my channel is to so y'all can have healthy habits, because the problem that most people have is y'all are so used to people giving y'all look like little quick fixes. Like, I get comments like this all the time, like, oh, okay, you gave me all of this information, but tell me what to do to fix it now. Girl, it don't work like that. So if you are on a channel where if you're surfing the internet looking for a site that's gonna give you a quick fix, this ain't it. Because a quick fix undoes itself quick. You cannot do years and years of damage and then expect for somebody to say one thing in a 15-minute video to undo all of the damage that you've done to your hair. That's crazy, right? So that is why I make my content the way that I do. People who, if you really are really serious about like growing your hair back or filling in a bald spot or whatever the case may be, your gut health, anything, then you're gonna actually take the time out to ingest the information and learn it. If you're not, if you don't have the time for it, then it just may not be that deep to you, or I'm just not the person for you, because I don't do quick fixes. I don't do that. That's why I open my apothecary, so that I can give you guys like herbal medicine for you guys to be able to help y'all heal y'all bodies from the inside out. I'm giving you the information, I'm giving you the science of the human body, I'm giving you resources for you to go search for it yourself, giving you all of the information that you need for you to be informed, for you, like, I'm giving you everything that you need to go do the research yourself. If you're a person who wants everything bottled up and packaged up for you, I'm not that girl, because it's not that simple. That's what gets you in a messed up spot. What gets you in a messed up spot is you constantly looking to somebody else for a solution that only you have. So if that's just what it is. So I love y'all, but I'm just not about to be playing in my hair all the time. I'm not about to make myself a test dummy. And like I said in the video, like I just said in the clip, I don't know if I'm gonna add it or if I don't know, so I'm gonna say it again. But I'm not here to, what is this? I'm not here to like go back and forth with people and try to prove stuff. Like, that's what you do. That's what people go back and forth when they're sharing opinions. You go back and forth and you debate and you argue. When you have a group of intelligent people, for example, if I have 7 scientists, right, and we all sit in a room talking about hair follicle disorders, right? Not one scientist in the room is going to say a black woman doesn't have a sebaceous gland, so they need to oil their scalp. Nobody's gonna say that. Nobody's gonna say that. They're gonna say across the board, the only thing that goes on the scalp is shampoo. That's it. Something to cleanse it. Or if you do something like in between braids, like a rose water or a witch hazel or cucumber water on a cotton ball to clean your scalp after you work out, things like that. But that's in between plans that you already set. Nobody's going to say, oh, if you have seborrheic dermatitis, the solution to seborrheic dermatitis is castor oil. Nobody's gonna say that. You know why? It's a group of scientists sitting in a room together, and everybody has studied and been tested, tried and true, and had experiments, and everybody in that room knows that they know that seborrheic dermatitis is an overproduction of oil within the sebaceous gland. Everybody knows that. So when somebody gets up there and says the only way that you can cure seborrheic dermatitis naturally is with oil, everybody's gonna be looking at them like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because they know the science of the human body, so there's no debating. We're not debating. Everybody's gonna be like, okay, you're right, I'm listening. But when you don't know the science of the human body, when it's just an opinion, there'll be hundreds and hundreds of opinions because everybody got a booty hole. So there'll be hundreds and hundreds of opinions and everybody just throwing their opinions at each other, but nobody gets a result. Everybody's been in the same cycle for over a decade. So it makes me feel so good when I see women like this that are pulling themselves out of that, because it becomes stressful. Because I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I'm constantly trying to figure out, like, okay, like what do I say? Like what else can I say, right, to make people know what this is? What else can I say? Sorry, y'all. Like what else can I say to let people know what this is? Like what can I say? But it's like it's discouraging sometimes, because sometimes it seems like the more information you give, you start being accused of stuff, and it's just like, okay, it sometimes it makes you think like, is it really that deep for me? Like do I really gotta do this? Like, do I really need to do it? Is it really worth it? But it is. It's worth it. So anywho, I am printing these labels. And yeah, I don't know why you're stuck. But yeah, I love y'all. I hope that everybody is in a really, really good place, because I am. I'm gonna have videos coming really soon on my hair and stuff, and like what I do to my hair and all of that. But right now, like I said, I'm focused on my business. But like I said, I want you guys to go ahead, and I'm gonna put together, it's gonna be on, I'm gonna put together a whole playlist for you guys, so that way